Hello and welcome to the first round draw of the Irish Senior Cup for 2023. This is the 41st year of the Irish Senior Cup, and 28 teams will be facing off to try and get their hands on the famous Bob Kerr Trophy. The Irish Senior Cup was last won by CIYMS when they beat Lisburn at Breedy Cricket Club last season, plus 24 more sides which will line up in this competition for a tilt at the trophy in 2023. And we look forward to watching some brilliant games of cricket as we did last season. During the first round draw, there will be 28 teams that will be drawn. 4 will be byes, and they are the semi-finalists from the 2022 competition, where we had CIYMS, Lisburn, Phoenix and Clontarf, who will enjoy byes for the first round. To complete the draw this afternoon, I'm delighted to be joined by Stella Downs and Ali McCalmont, who will pick out the balls for the draw. Now, the clubs in the draw should be shown on your screen right now. And in front of Stella and Ali are 4 bowls representing each of the provincial unions that will be playing in the competition. So we will get going and pick the balls for the first round draw. I will ask Stella to pick out the first ball, which will represent the home team, and Ali will pick out the second ball, which will be the away team. So why don't we get going?
Malahide.
That is Malahide, who will be at home too.
Instonians.
Instonians will play Malahide in Malahide.
YMCA.
YMCA will play at home too.
Coleraine.
YMCA will play at home to Coleraine.
Railway Union.
Railway Union will play at home too.
Breedy.
Railway Union will play at home to Breedy.
Pembroke.
Pembroke will play at home too.
Brigade.
Brigade. Pembroke will play at home to Brigade.
Woodvale.
Woodvale will play at home too.
Balbriggan.
Balbriggan. Woodvale will play at home to Balbriggan.
CSNI.
CSNI will be at home too.
Leinster.
CSNI will be at home to Leinster.
North Down.
North Down will play at home to
Eglinton.
North Down will play at home to Eglinton.
Fox Lodge.
Fox Lodge will play at home to
The Hills.
Fox Lodge will play at home to the Hills.
Donamana.
Donamana will play at home to
Carrickfergus.
Carrickfergus. Donamana will play at home to Carrickfergus.
New Buildings.
New Buildings will play at home to
Waringstown.
Waringstown. New Buildings at home to Waringstown.
Cork Harlequins.
Cork Harlequins will be at home to
Marion.
Merrion. Cork Harlequins will be at home to Merrion.
Ardmore.
Ardmore will be at home to
We hope. Cork County.
Ardmore will be at home to Cork County. And that completes the draw for the first round of the Irish Senior Cup for 2023. Some really exciting games all around the country, and you can nearly feel the excitement here with what is eagerly anticipated next season. The games will go ahead on May the 20th, all first round ties to be completed on that date. So that's the draw complete for the Irish Senior Cup for 2023, and I'm joined by Stella and Ali again, really to reflect on one or two of what we feel are ties of the rounds. I thought, Ali, I'd start with you, because one that really sticks out to me is New Buildings, the Northwest champions from last year, against perhaps side with an incredible pedigree in this competition, Waringstown. How do you feel about that one?
Oh, it's a cracking tie, as you've said, Alan. Waringstown, serial winners. I think they've won it more times than anybody else. It's a cracking tie for New Buildings. As you say, champions last year. They were one of, 2 wins from the Northwest last year, and we'd like to see a Northwest team going deep into the competition. And New Buildings are a strong team. They may have lost 1 or 2 players, but they've come from nowhere really in the last 10 years, and they're a really strong team in the Northwest now. And bringing up the great name that is Waringstown to New Buildings, it'll be a fantastic day. They'll bring a big crowd. Certainly at New Buildings, they always turn out, and that could be a really big tie on the first round.
And a great crowd at it too, I'd say.
I would say so. As I say, we went to New Buildings last year with Carrickfergus, and they put on 300 against us. A really good side. Ryan Hunter's a good player for them. And as I say, they might have lost a few, but Johnny Thompson's still there. He's still doing it for New Buildings. And as you say, the crowd they'll bring on that day, Waringstown will get their eyes opened when they head up to New Buildings.
Stella, Cork Harlequins must be delighted with the home draw against one of the top sides in Leinster, Merrion. But to be at home will be a real thrill for them. Again, a fresh club built from the bottom up and have done really well.
Absolutely. I think, Cork Harlequins have got a lot of ambition, and they really want to move forward in the game. They've been working incredibly hard on their ground and on their pavilion. I was down there last year and just watching the amount of work that's gone on. They're really progressive. They're looking forward to getting up there and challenging the big boys. And I think this will be a fantastic tie for them. I think being at home is a huge advantage. Merrion are the perennial kind of Leinster Irish Senior Cup. Also,
Well,
the
they have a great
runners, they're
record,
one of the
don't
main
they?
runners in it usually. And so to have them going to Cork Harlequins, it'll be a tricky enough tie. You know, it's a place where local knowledge, I think, will help as well. So I think that'll be a fascinating game, and I'm sure Cork Harlequins will be really looking forward to it. Should be a great crowd, and they should put on a great day, I would say.
I've one standout for me, Ali. Of course, it involves your own club, Carrickfergus, who've played this opposition before with one very famous name in it. Now, I want to know, when he got out of the bus, what were his thoughts when he came down to see the joys of Donamana?
Indeed, my own club, Carrickfergus, and sometimes you mention Carrickfergus, it just goes hand in hand with that player you're talking about, A.B. de Villiers, and kind of people get tired of me talking about him, but he went up to Donamana that day. I remember we played on a Sunday, and we got off the bus, and he couldn't believe the ground at Donamana, and it was he just looked around and thought, what is this? But Donamana, I remember vividly, really did a number on us that day. I mean, they were a fantastic side at that time, and you know, sometimes you would say in cup competitions getting a home draw is great, but in the Irish Cup, sometimes an away draw is just as good, because you get to travel early season, and I know for a fact that the boys will be really looking forward to travelling up to Donamana. It's a great place to play cricket, very, very knowledgeable crowd, and always has been, and it'll be a great day out in the northwest. And you know, from my own point of view, obviously, hopefully we're heading into round 2, but I'm sure Donamana will have something to say about that.
And you're absolutely right. Great friendships garnered in this competition. And I look at one other fixture, Stella, I'd like to touch on. 2 previous winners, Pembroke and Brigade. Pembroke aside in the championship this year with the potential to win this competition, as your club did as a championship side, Clontarf.
Absolutely. And, you know, I think very much the Irish Senior Cup, it's the pinnacle of our domestic game. And I think when you've had a bad season and you've gone down, really you're hurting. And that gives you that extra competitive edge that could make a real difference when you're travelling to the northwest, which, as you know yourself, is always a cauldron to go to. But in particular, I think Brigade are putting together a really strong side, and the club has really kind of galvanised itself again, I think, around the memory of Big Roy. And so the family, I know, are still involved around the club. And they're a strong side. Obviously, they have a strong T20 pedigree as well. So I think that is going to be... I hope Irish fixtures don't reduce the sides at any stage, but I just think that's a peach of a fixture. It could go anyway. Whoever gets off to a quick start will be, yeah.
True. And one actually interesting, Railway Union back in the competition after an absence for a while, Ali.
Yeah, terrific to see Railway back. I know they've played in the National Cup quite a few years now, but getting them back into the, and just the names that have been around Railway Union for the past few years, you know, going back, just great to see them back at the top table, if you want to say, and playing in the national competition here in the Senior Cup. They've got Breedy, you know, again, Breedy be looking for one of those Northwest teams to take them forward, but Railway Union against Breedy, a good old-fashioned tie, that one.
Well, that in a sense concludes what we're talking about. I just can't wait. Just listening to Stella and Ali there talking about it has me excited. May 20th, 2023, the start of the Irish Senior Cup. Can't wait.